Welcome back. We are about to go to class Medicare 101, and we are going to describe to you in detail, in full. We're going to demystify the process. We're going to make it very simple today. This is Chris Costanza here with Joey, the Hitman Sergeant. We're going to be going through a very, very simple process to understand the few options that we recommend as an agency and as a brokerage. Few options that are going to help people get the care and the coverage they need, okay? There's really only three main options that we put people into, okay? Now, Joe will go into detail on how and why and when to promote these coverage, okay? So Joe, can you tell us about a lot of people that you might see you run into are on Plan F.
Yep.
But we can't write that. We have to write Plan G, and sometimes you write Plan N, right? And then sometimes if they're seniors, you're living on an absolute fixed budget, all they have Social Security, they got a mortgage payment, they can't afford another dollar. Sometimes those folks we put on a $0 premium Medicare Advantage plan, okay?
Yes.
And let me tell you something, it's not an advantage to be on Medicare Advantage. Remember that.
True.
It is not an advantage to be on a Medicare Advantage. Don't be confused by the term.
It's more that it's taking advantage of you.
Right. It's a government term, and as Tim can tell you, sometimes those programs don't always help the most amount of people, okay? So we specialize in supplements.
Right.
Okay? We will do the advantage if they can't afford it, and they literally can't afford it, okay? Not saying we won't. We've done a lot of them. But the point is that you never move somebody under any circumstances really to that from a supplement. But a lot of times you can move somebody from an advantage to a supplement if they have the money, right?
Sure.
So Joe, tell us a little bit about Plan G.
Okay.
Plan N, and then a $0 premium Medicare Advantage, because a Plan G can run from $130 up to $250 a month, right?
Oh, yeah.
For a husband and a wife, right? It could be per household $300 a month, right? A Plan N is a little lower, about $15 to $20 a month lower. And then Advantage, they pay $0, but there's a lot of co-pays that come with that. Okay?
Exactly.
So take a few minutes to walk us through that.
Okay, so obviously you got your two different types of policies. You got, to start things off, you have Original Medicare. Everybody has Original Medicare when they sign up for Social Security. That's that little red, white, and blue card. That means you can go to the hospital, you can get medical stuff done. Doctor's visits, surgeries, blood work, etc.
Now, is that Plan A to D?
That's A and B.
A and B.
Just two, A and B. A is for hospitals, B is for medical, okay? Now, there's limitations on these, and we've got information on that inside your book, so refer to your book to see those limitations. But you have to have something with it if you don't want to pay a lot of money out of pocket. So there's two options. Number one is Medicare supplements. That's your G and your N, okay? And sometimes F for old people, like old seniors. Then you've got Medicare Advantage, and that's the one that's low price, low value, okay? So Medicare Plan G, what it does is it covers all the gaps of Original Medicare. Any limitations that Original Medicare might have that you, as a client, 65 years and above, would have to pay for when you go to the hospital or the doctor. It says, don't worry about it, I've got this. You just pay me $130, $150 a month, and I'll take care of anything and everything from here on out as far as hospital and medical, okay? So G, what it does is it costs a little bit more. You still have to pay a once a year deductible of $198 for this year. It might change next year. But what happens is every single time you go to the doctor, you come home and you're waiting for that bill to come in the mail, and it never comes. You go to the hospital and you're there for 3 weeks going through surgeries and things like that because you fell and broke your hip, and you get home and you're thinking, oh God, I'm going to have to talk to the hospital and the healthcare and the welfare, and nothing ever comes. No phone calls come. Nothing happens because you've got Plan G. G is for greatest value. Paint the picture for the client. Help them understand the feeling of weight lifted off their shoulders when they realize there's no bills due.
So roughly, you pay $2,000 a year, and you have no worries about any medical bills that could come your way.
Exactly.
Okay.
Much more affordable than a...
So walk me into a step down.
Okay. Step down from that. Let's say somebody goes, oh man, $165 a month. We just can't do that right now. That's going to take food off the table. We're not going to be able to pay for Jimmy's Christmas gifts at that point, right? You say, I fully get it. In fact, I'm glad you asked. I've got clients in the same situation as you, and that's why we don't just offer the Plan G. We got the Plan N. N is for next up, right? I just made that up. But N is your next up plan.
It's the next best plan.
Next best plan. There you go. You got it's a lower premium, right? Instead of $165 a month, you're going to be paying $132 a month. This is going to save you $360 a year. This is going to put money back in your pocket so you folks can really take care of everything you need. Now, you folks, you seem pretty healthy. How often are you going to the doctors? The Plan N differs from the Plan G in this simple fact. When they go to the doctor or have a surgery or something like that, it's a maximum of $20 copay, 0 to 20. If they go to the hospital and they're not admitted, it's a $50 copay. If they are admitted, it's 0. That's the only difference between the plans. You go to the doctor, you have surgery, you have lab work, you have blood work, up to $20. You go to the hospital, up to $50. That's the only difference between the plans. No other bills, no other services, nothing else in the plan. That's it, and a lower cost. So if somebody's not going to the doctor every single month, and there's not very many medical bills, and they're willing to take that risk to get a lower price, Plan N is a great choice for somebody who needs to save some money.
It's for the price conscious value buyer.
Exactly.
Okay? It's not something I want you promoting because obviously, right, you don't know when this person might have to go to the doctor every other week.
It's true.
You don't know when things change for a senior, right? And so it could be you get them on a Plan N and they start to go to the doctor twice, 3 times a month, and they run up a major bill.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They run up a consistently higher bill, right?
Yeah.
It's better to pay the extra $300 a year, in my opinion. Not even my opinion. It's just wiser to pay the extra $300 and not take that risk. And also, make sure you stay qualified the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Because once you're in the Plan G, you're always going to be able to be in Plan G.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, we're going to do another part specifically on Medicare Advantage, the $0 premium. Okay? This is for the folks that unfortunately can't afford, a better plan.
Making $1,000 or less a month.
Right. They're making just nothing. Okay? So, we're going to get to that in the very next video. Stay tuned.